Hello to all traders and welcome back to the market review brought to you by Orbex. So the S&P and the Nasdaq closing at record highs once again due to Tesla's big 10% jump after it didn't surprise in their sales, but it lost less than was expected in its sales picture yesterday. So that's quite significant. As I said, this 10% jump in price action saw the S&P and the Nasdaq really bullish. The Dow, on the other hand, remains a little bit subdued. It's the one index in America that seems to be left behind in a way, but with banking stocks and other technological stocks starting to push as earnings season really gets underway, we'll see possibly another push on the Dow as well. So just take a quick look on the S&P. Got it on the 4-hour chart at the moment, because I just don't want to go too much into the daily. And as you can see here, from the bottom that we saw just below 5,200, we've gone over 300 points at the moment, and we have broken 5,500. A lot of analysts are now looking at the 6,000 area as the next really big resistance. They don't really see too much resistance coming into play, which is quite extraordinary really, because there is still 500 points to go, but they don't see many resistances leading up to the 6,000 point area. So this is quite significant. But with earnings season coming out, we'll see if that's going to have any impact, any change on the fundamental aspect of where the indices are going to go. We've had Fed Chair Jerome Powell as well saying that they will keep their monetary policy as it is for now, which actually did boost the indices as well. So there won't be any rate cuts at the moment, possibly this year as well. Just take a quick look on the Nasdaq as well. As you can see here, closing at another record high. We did peak a little bit before that, but the actual closing price was above 20,000 for the first time, which is really progressive. A little bit like the S&P, we've had this, since we had this bottom here, we've just been seeing progressive moves after progressive moves, especially with these gaps in the markets as well. So this has been quite significant and really buoyant for the American economy, really going into overdrive really, especially with yields dropping as well. It's looking likely that this rally could continue with no end in sight, so we'll see if that does come into fruition as well. And just quickly on the Dow before we leave, as I said, we had a couple of false spikes here which really put a dent in morale, price action. The Dow failed to close above these particular levels here to get back to this recent swing high at 39,600. We had a little bit of a boost, as I said, in yesterday's session, but since then nothing really to top the previous spikes here. So we're just looking now that if we can find a move above 39,500, we could see possibly more of a move higher. So these are the levels we'll be looking at in the next few days. Obviously we've got FOMC data coming up and also NFP data at the end of the week, so we'll keep you up to date on our Telegram and YouTube channels. So stick with us, stay ahead, and we'll speak again next time. Bye for now.